everyone, it's Lynnea, and today we're using the window dressing dies from LDRS Creative that are sold on HSN.com. These dies are absolutely wonderful and they create the most gorgeous scenes. Now don't forget when you get your dies to flip over your packaging because you'll see an example of how you can use these dies. And everything's all layered up so you can have a reference point, so make sure you keep your packaging. I've gone ahead and used the window dressing dies to cut out the pieces that I'll need for my card. I've also used some pattern papers from my stash and I've created a cute little background. I love how the white polka dots on the blue paper look like the sky, and then I have that floral print that's reminiscent of the ground. I cut the window from white cardstock as well as the fence from white, and then I have the flower box cut from a light blue striped pattern paper, and I cut that shade from a yellow and white striped paper as well. So I'm kind of mixing and matching with patterns and just playing around here. For this card, I did want that piece to be a shade and to go behind my window so it looks like it's on the inside. But don't forget that you can place that on the outside of your window and have it look more like an awning, or you could turn it so that it's going vertically with your window and it could be more like a shutter on the outside. So this piece is really versatile. Use it however you feel will best fit your scene. I'm using foam tape behind each of my pieces because I want this to be a dimensional card. The scene in and of itself is going to be quite simple, but I wanted to bring some extra dimension and just create the look of depth like this is a real window scene. So I've added all of those die cut pieces to my card, and now I'm going to start building in that flower box. In the window dressing dies, there is a die to cut some greenery that's almost like a little fern or grass piece. You can see those up at the top of my screen there. I cut so many pieces because I wasn't sure how this card was going to go, and I figured while I was die cutting, I might as well cut a whole bunch and make a lot of projects. I also cut some of these larger stems, and then these flowers are really fun and interesting because there's one die that cuts 5 different sizes of flowers, and you can build these up and layer them however you want. So the flower that I'm going to be adding onto this stem has all 5 pieces layered together, and I curved up each one of those petals to create some extra dimension just to make this more of a 3D card. Now here's that little greenery piece that I mentioned. Once I had all 3 of my stems placed inside of my flower box along with some of those flowers, I'm going to just fill in. When I add this to my card, I'm only going to add liquid adhesive to the bottom of the stem and push that inside of my flower box. There's a little slit that's cut into the flower box so that it really looks like these items are coming out from the box itself. I'm only adding adhesive to the bottom. That way I can fluff out the tops and make these look like they are growing up and out like a real flower box would. So I'm just going to continue on playing and just filling in this box until it looks full and it looks happy to me. Once my card is full of happy little flowers and greenery pieces, this is what I have. And you can see here how I've pushed all of those pieces forward so that it looks like they're growing out of the flower box. Then I added this onto a white mat and a blue card base. I stamped a sentiment on the inside, and this card is finished. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at the window dressing dies from LDRS Creative, sold at hsn.com. Thanks for watching. Bye!